The call came at 2:12 a.m., static first, then breath, and then her voice strained, trembling, unfamiliar. "Where is it?" That was all she said. No, hello. No, I'm sorry. No mother asking about her son. Just that one question torn out of her throat like she was being strangled by it. "Where is it?" I didn't answer. I watched the screen light up in the dark like it had something to confess. The glow painted the shadows on the ceiling. My son's door was cracked just slightly enough for the hallway nightlight to spill across the floor. I listened to her breathing on the other end. Panicked, shallow, real, I hung up. The silence after felt like justice cracking its knuckles. 2 weeks ago, she was folding laundry in the living room while texting someone she called Mirror. She laughed too much at the screen. Her thumb moved like it knew exactly where to go. Our son was upstairs humming. Safe, innocent. I said nothing then, but I felt something shift, some invisible wire snap. That night, I checked the bank account out of habit more than suspicion, and it was gone. Every cent in the $529 college plan drained. No notifications, no receipts, just a name I didn't recognize. Leandro Seafood and travel followed by multiple Zelle transfers to a mask ID. When I confronted her with it the next day, she smiled small and said she'd moved it to a higher yield investment. I remember staring at her as if waiting for her face to break crack open and reveal the creature underneath. It didn't, so I said, okay, and waited. I didn't scream, didn't beg. I just watched her more closely, studied her silences, her new gym schedule, her sudden love of hiking. I checked the mileage on the car before and after she left. I found a burner phone in the glove box under a protein bar wrapper. Photos of them, her and him, his arms around her waist, her smile wide, careless. Not for me. Our son watched me from the hallway that night as I sat in the kitchen going through the messages. He didn't ask questions, just stood there quietly hugging the stuffed fox she used to hold when she read to him. I whispered, "I'm sorry." He shrugged and said, "It's fine. I fixed everything." I didn't understand what he meant. He just went back to bed and slept like the world wasn't cracking beneath our feet. I started running small checks, contacting the bank, checking recovery options. It was gone, irrevocable. But the burner, that was useful, especially once I cloned it and sent a few messages from her to him and back again. Then I waited. The confirmation came via email of all things. Subject line confirmation transferred to offshore account complete. Not from her email, of course, from his. She hadn't just run off with him. She gave him everything. Everything. And he ran off without her. The betrayal was so complete, it almost felt elegant. I printed the statements, photos, logs, and left them in a neat manila envelope on her side of the bed. When she returned 2 days later, hair frizzy, skin burnt, mascara ghosting beneath her eyes. She found it waiting like a corpse. She opened it and didn't speak. Just sat there staring, eyes dead, mouth open slightly like she was trying to remember how to breathe. I stood in the doorway. "I know everything," I said. She looked up slowly. He said he'd move it somewhere safe. I didn't respond. There was no point correcting the dying. She packed what she could in 15 minutes. Tried to touch our son before leaving. He flinched. "Don't," he said. That was the first time he cried. Not when she left. When she reached for him. The next day, I logged into the emergency access account she didn't know existed. The college fund. It wasn't gone. Not entirely. I'd split it months ago without telling her. Just in case. Half in crypto, locked behind a biometric key stored in my safe. Half in a trust tied to our son's name. The account she drained was a shadow, a replica, a decoy, the real one intact. And the messages I sent from her burner, the ones that lured her boyfriend into thinking she was planning to betray him. Yeah, he took everything and disappeared. Burned her first before she ever had the chance to burn me. She still calls sometimes. The panic's gone now. It's desperation now. Hollow, aimless. I don't answer. I don't block her either.